Humans, we're weird creatures, aren't we? Don't know about you, but you ever notice that like one day seems to just be a photocopy of the previous one? Same alarm, same brew, same half-assed doom scroll through whatever floats your boat, and then you blink and before you know it, it's another month's gone by, or even a year. Now, we call it routine, but really it's just like deja vu on rinse and repeat. Here's an example of one of those weird things. You know, we all want to be more productive, we want to achieve more, and yet if you ask somebody what they did yesterday and what they're going to be doing tomorrow, it's probably the same fucking list, isn't it? Now I get it, you know, we're creatures of habit. Our subconscious likes routine because it gives us that illusion that we're nice and safe and nothing's going to hurt us. Yeah, well, thanks for that subconscious. Way to help me to succeed, you twat. Oh, I felt that Groundhog Day drag. You know, the one telling myself I'm just too busy, which was bollocks. You know, half the time I was just knackered, distracted, or letting myself off the hook. Because it's far easier to just do the same old thing than it is to hold yourself accountable. Yeah, I've had way too many of those days where I start off in the morning listening to the news, checking my emails or social media, and then before I knew it, the morning had fucked off just as quick as my motivation to achieve anything. However, if I start the day off reading a few pages of a book or listening to an audiobook for a couple of hours, followed by the mandatory dog walk, of course, then the day tends to behave itself. Call it karma or call it common sense. But if you start the day off with shite energy, the rest of the day tends to follow with shite energy. Don't get me wrong, I still fall into it sometimes. You know, I'm not some Zen master sat on top of a mountain, despite that kind of weird glow I've got behind me at the minute. No, I'm just a twat in a hat, out walking his dog, hoping to get through life with the minimal amount of stress possible. But here's the thing. What I found is if I don't take the wheel, then my unconscious routine will drive me straight into a ditch labelled maybe tomorrow. What I found was small conscious tweaks beat massive overhauls. You haven't got to write yet another to-do list or buy another bloody planner. You just got to do a little bit each day to take back and own it and stop letting other people control your day. Instead of gorging yourself on whatever the internet happens to puke up for you in the morning, try feeding your mind with something that might matter tomorrow. Instead of spending an hour doom scrolling, spend an hour doing something that's beneficial. And here's something to think about. If you spend 2 hours every day scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, that's a whole month of the year gone. And that's a long time to be spending on something that achieves the square root of fuck all. So maybe tonight, before you autopilot into another round of same shit, different day, just ask yourself, is my routine helping me to live or just exist? And if that question hits a nerve, good. That means that this video has hit its mark. Look, if you're still watching this video, then it probably did hit its mark. So do yourself a favour and go and buy my book. It's Not Okay to Be Not Okay. There will be a link in the comments or the description. Yes, it's going to have some swearing in it, but it is honest and it might help you to make the kind of shifts that make life a little bit more bearable. So do it now. Go and click the link and check out my book. It's Not Okay to Be Not Okay.